from TX2K23. We're here in Baytown, Texas, Houston Raceway for 5 days of racing. We're bringing you all of the highlights here on our YouTube channel. We've got roll racing starting today with testing and qualifying and 1 round of eliminations tonight. Tomorrow we got the rest of eliminations and then 3 days of drag racing. And I'm kicking things today off like I usually do here at TX2K in the underground racing pits, really where the Turbo V10 game started. We saw these guys street racing back in 2010, 11, 12, and they really made a name for themselves, and they have over a dozen cars in here right now, anywhere from like 1,500 horsepower over to 25 to 3,000 horsepower over here. We'll be seeing roll racing, drag racing with these cars, and definitely some cars to watch. They won with the yellow car last year, 236 miles an hour or something like that. If you guys want to follow along actually live, Flow Racing's gonna be on the property all week as well. Make sure to check out the link in the description below. We're gonna go to the pits, check out some of the cars, then we're gonna hit the racetrack.
Ruskin, Florida. And top of the racetrack, 199 miles per hour, Kevin Stowe, fastest run of the day. Man, I love the paint job on that left-hand side. Here we go. With 3, 5, 600 horsepower. But I guarantee you, we'll still see very fast cars and fast speeds. And Tony Genovese out of Berlin, New Jersey. Number 2017 all race. And we're still looking for our first 200 run of the day.
Alright guys, we have open roll race testing until about 1 o'clock, and then we're going to start roll race qualifying. But right now, it's all the cars that got their stuff done in the last couple days. They want to make sure their stuff works. Or guys have never roll raced here before and they want to figure out how exactly you do it. So for the next couple hours, roll race testing. Might see some cool mile an hour, might not, but as soon as qualifying starts, that's when everybody's going to come up. We're going to see some really fast times. Now the track for roll racing, it's longer than the quarter mile normally, and it still is, but it's not quite as long as it was last year. So we shouldn't have as many people going through the pits, maybe not as many wrecks, things like that. It's all for safety, but the cars still should go pretty freaking fast. I fully expect to see 200 mile an hour cars all day. This 69 Camaro is called Big Red. It's done, I think, every kind of racing you could possibly do with that car, and this is the first time I've seen it at TX2K. That's pretty cool. And he's doing roll racing. You guys decided to bring Big Red out to a roll race.
Summit.
Oh, Summit said you guys should come out?
Yeah, they wanted us here last year and we kind of bought it, and this year we're like, okay, it's in original classic mode. It's got the little 540 in it.
Okay, the little 540.
Yeah, a little 800 horsepower 540. Set up to cruise. We're ready to go cruise, do the Hoonigan Barnyard shit.
Right.
Without tearing up all our good shit. So we're really mild.
Okay. I'm glad to see you guys here. It's awesome.
We're glad to be here.
Oh yeah. 153 ain't bad. That still ain't bad. They said it's their baby 540 motor or whatever. It's only making 800 horsepower. 153 ain't bad. Especially the first time they've ever been roll racing, I'm pretty sure. So.
Stay where you're at. Please stay
Luckily it was a little bit lower speeds, but he took out a bunch of those cones. Thank God the driver's all right. He's out of the car. They're getting the car off the track, but it looks like what happened is maybe water came out right off the hit, spun him out. Luckily, just barely missing the Lambo, but hit the front of the car and the side pretty hard on the wall. But he's gonna walk away fine and live to race another day. It'll be a few minutes cleanup. We'll be back to racing here very shortly. Luckily, they implemented a rule recently that you have to have water in the car a few years ago. If it was coolant, it would take hours to clean this up, but we'll be back to racing.
Were you driving?
Yeah.
How close was that?
It was like, I mean, it was pretty close. He lost control and came in my lane.
He came clear into the lane and went right in front of him.
Yeah.
Hit the wall.
Spun around. I thought he took out your front bumper, but he didn't. Yeah.
Are you all right? Did you see him coming over? You just put the brakes on, or
I was
what?
about to get into it, and then he just like came over, and I slammed on the brakes.
Oh, so he came over at the right time.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, glad you're all right.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah. All right, we got a couple Calvo-built monsters here. Both definitely capable of doing 200 plus. We'll see if they do it here in Texas.
Tunnel. We're green.
What is that thing?
I think it's just a Honda.
It's just a Honda?
Yeah.
Orlando and Bettine Yura from Rochester Hills, Michigan.
I think you're right. I think it is just a Honda.
Yeah.
So a 93 Honda Civic and the 2015 RA.
Ain't bad, but it looked like something was coming underneath the car, like the belly pan was coming off or something.
I see a Gallardo. I gotta look to see.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's got a man pedal. I love it. How much power is this thing?
About 2100.
2100. Holy shit. Has any made a pass yet?
One pass.
What'd it do?
About 180.
180. Okay.
Yeah. On the lower setting at about 1500.
You got it turned up now?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Ready to
Let's
go.
see what it does. Good luck, man. 2100 horsepower out of a stick shift Gallardo. That's the best thing about these old Gallardos is the stick shift. Once they came out with the DCT, it was a game changer. The old automatics were crap, but this is where it's at. I still want one of these really bad, either R8 or a Gallardo with stick shift. Underground Racing up here in their STO, last year's winner of the roll race. I think they did 236 here last year. It'll be interesting to see what they do in the shorter distance. 250 feet less this year.
Here we go, folks. That's Kevin Howitt.
That is our first 200-mile-an-hour pass of the day.
Here we go, car 159. They're standing on it.
.202, 197.
If you're not able to make it out to TX2K in person, make sure to stop by our website. We just dropped a lot of new fresh merchandise. Let me show you a few of the new items we just dropped. Save Our Race Car shirt right here, the new American flag t-shirt. Let's Settle This in Mexico, very appropriate for this weekend, if you know what I mean. We've got our new Summer Boost version 4. We come out with this every year, and it's one of my favorite designs. We got our Charger shirt up here. We have lots of cold weather clothing. still out because it's still spring here. Make sure to check out our website. Links down in the description below. We make it really easy for you. Just scroll down, click right there. Our friend Ty White's been out here with this beautiful C5 turbo car. He used to play on the streets with us a lot. This used to be a stick shift car, 1,400 horsepower. Now it's an auto with even more power. Let's see what he does in testing.
Smokes.
I was not expecting that. That GTR just did 215. Who built that thing? All right, I guess that was a T1 built car. That was Ricky Bobby's car with Terrence driving it, and that wasn't even turned up. That was a baby tune. So 215. We'll see what they can do later on.
We're Greg Dorsey, Kevin Snow.
Holy shit, still gonna do 195?
GTR on the left side of Canada, right hand side of the Viper.
You guys don't know how qualifying happens here at TX2K. They send the car staggered, so they'll send one car and then they'll send the next car. They don't need to race each other.
Here we go. Here comes Sebastian Robles in meeting 23.
Our boy Miles up here. He is from English Racing up in Washington. He's butthurt a lot of supercars with his Integra. It is all-wheel drive and makes 1,500 horsepower. It's a little monster. Watch out for it.
Here is Miles Kerr and then Integra.
Good. 190 for Miles.
190 for Miles. First pass of the day. I'm sure he's going to come back and go a little bit quicker.
Looks like Miles is on his A game. 190 first pass out.
Yeah, I feel like it'll go. I think it'll go just as fast as last year. So.
You break 200 last year?
202, yeah.
202.
Yeah.
And now it's 200 feet shorter, 250 feet shorter. You got more power.
I'm trying harder these days, yeah. I've stopped caring as much and just understand that 75 pounds is 75 pounds and it's gonna do what it does. So.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Miles Kerr, my favorite racer here. 190 first pass, he wants to get 200. Ran his first 7 World Cup finals. Serious all-wheel drive Integra here.
This GTR behind me was purpose-built by T1 Race for their customer Ricky Bobby for roll racing specifically. That's all it was built to do, was roll race and do it really, really well. I actually got to ride in this car a couple years ago, and it's crazy fast. The fastest car I've ever ridden in by far. It makes probably close to 3,000 horsepower now. Let's see what it can do here in qualifying.
Who the f built that thing?
The track, mind you, is 250 feet shorter this year. 221 is a monster number. Goddamn.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Dude.
221?
221.
Yeah.
I walked up to Tony, I was like, or I told Brandon, I was like, I bet you there's 65 pounds and we have like 30 left. I go to Tony, he's like, it's about 65. I was like, fucking call.
So there's more in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Qualifying.
Yeah.
236 was the fastest mile an hour last year, and we're 250 feet shorter. You're 221 already.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty promising.
Yeah,
that shows just how much faster these cars are.
Dude, yeah, they are. They're so much faster. Like,
and you have more. This is your first qualifying pass.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Hopefully, we'll see what the other guys put up numbers. We just may stick with that if it's number one. So.
How'd it feel? Did it get
Man,
swirly
it
at
felt
all?
great. No, it's just
Nice and straight?
Just went down through there. We could definitely put more power to
Hell
it.
yeah.
Like, there was no drama at all. And I'll tell you one thing. I was not ready when I let go of that button. I was like, oh, shit.
It looked like it spun a little bit on
Oh, man,
Tony gave her the sauce.
dude.
Yeah.
That was the most power I've had when I let go of that button.
All right, number one qualifier so far. We'll see if it stands, but the car here, if you remember it from last year, Billy's car is serious. 221 so far. Let's see if they can get even higher during qualifying. I think they have 2 more runs left. Walking around in the staging lanes here, it's very interesting to see the variety of cars. This event started as a super event, and then it turned into GTR Nationals, and now we have all these crazy V10 twin turbos, Vipers, Audi R8s. Very interesting to see what the event has turned into.
All right, we have the reigning champ back up here. The yellow STO from Underground Racing, monster car.
And then sometimes they're like,
At Charlotte, North Carolina.
Looks like we got all the Underground big boy cars coming up here. We got the red Mustang up next, and we got the black R8 next.
Hello there. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
You had some fun with this car in Florida
Just
a couple months ago.
Yeah.
You're in a 7.0.
With 703 and 709.
So now you're here roll racing.
Yep.
And you're on bigger turbos now?
Same turbo.
Oh,
Same
turbos.
setup. in
76s?
72, 75s.
Got it.
Something like that. Or 75,
Okay.
72s. One of those. They're bigger than a stock 68, but they're still in the stock location. So
Got it.
still T1, everything. Chef trans, the whole 9 yards. So hopefully we can make a good qualifying pass, have some fun roll racing, and then go 6s later.
What's your goal with mile an hour?
Here? Yeah, I'd go 208, 208, 210. I'd be happy.
Well, hopefully we'll see a 200 something after your first pass today. And then
I would
six in drag racing?
6 in drag
Promise?
racing. Promise. Promise. Good luck, buddy. Thanks, man.
Stacy's one of the longest supporters of TX2K. He's always been a sponsor here, and is actually the man that gave me my first ride on the streets here, the Texas streets, back in 2010. See if he can hit 200 in his first qualifier. Such a wild color combo.
Thanks,
What's
man.
the name of this livery?
Man, I don't remember now.
This one all-wheel drive as well?
All-wheel drive converted, yep. We're running bigger turbos, 76mm turbos, built trans, so we're still stock motors, so we can't turn it up too much.
76 is on stock motor.
Yeah.
That's got to be, the temptation is real, I'm
yes,
sure.
the turbos can definitely outrun what the engine can do, that's for sure.
What's your best run so far?
This car we ran 178, so I'm trying to get it just a little faster because I'm worried that we're going to be in the bottom of the second class.
That's
so
the game everyone's playing.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to be there.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
We got the pair of purple Vipers out here. Are you faster than him so far?
Definitely faster, yeah.
What are you at?
195.
Ooh, damn.
Spicy.
Oh, that was your first pass I saw.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I haven't been able to put down I turned it up. I haven't been able to put down the power, so we took a little bit out of second. Yeah.
Purple. Every time I pull on the line, they look over me and they go, they talk to you about your shoot. I go, we just had this conversation.
Not me, bro.
No stripe.
The purple Viper's pulling back up. 195, the best so far. Can't go over 200 because he doesn't have a shoot. 170, trying to get some pump gas out of here and run faster later. Both Calvo cars. Let's see what they do.
I don't think that's going to count.
Oh shit. Oh shit, that's a wall tap. Yep, that's a wall tap.
Another unfortunate accident here during roll racing, the engine in the Lambo popping, and then when the water goes underneath the tires, you really just can't steer at that point. You're just along for the ride. Going into the wall, I think, a couple of times. The driver's out and okay, and he'll be racing again another day. Doing all right? The engine pop? Yeah. Doing all right?
Yeah, doing good.
Sorry, man.
It's all good. I thought I had to turn it all the way around.
Yo, nice hit.
215 out of the red underground Lambo. That should put him in the Elite 8 right now. We'll see how it sorts out by the end of qualifying. Once qualifying ends, we'll have 4 different classes. We're going to have the Elite 8, and then we're going to have 3 classes of 16 underneath them, sorted by mile an hour. The 215 out of the red Lambo should put him in the Elite 8, but we'll see how it sorts out by the end of the day.
Will be sent back to the past. The staging lanes are closed. Zach Freeman, right side, 142.
Miles an hour for underground racing in the STO, about 10 miles an hour slower than what T1 did in their GTR. It's going to be very interesting in eliminations here in the Elite 8.
Cooking. Hell yeah.
215 miles an hour to finish off our qualifying. That'll definitely put him in the Elite 8. It'll be interesting to see how that sorts out. I think it's going to be somewhere around 210 mile an hour to get up in the Elite 8, but we're going to find out here shortly.
And one side is the lab, the other side is the...
driving the Ford GT right now? It's Tamura-san from the Nissan. He's the creator of the GTR.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your patience.
Quite the special guest. What do you think? Is it comfortable?
Yeah. $4,000.
You look good in it.
Yes.
All right, guys, eliminations are coming at you right now.
It's gonna be a breakout.
Give me Friedman, 192.66. He's good.
I like your note over here. Thanks. I can tell what you've done before. Whoops, how many times that happened? Enough to have to put it on the steering wheel. Yeah. Is it off?
It's not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, turn the car off.
One more pair of sport, a rerun here.
All right, we have one rerun from Sport Class, then we move to Super Sport, and then Unlimited after that. We got to get this rerun done. They did not have a good start last time.
Quit trying to guess the line. Wait for green this time. All right, here we go. We are green.
Probably one of my favorite cars on the property. 2,000 horsepower Gallardo with a 6-speed gated manual. That's awesome.
Miles an hour. That's the pace. Right lane keeps up. And we
Miles Kirk pairing up with this R8 next to him. It's always fun to see who he pairs up next to a TX2K, the little Integra that could. It's a lot more serious than it was years ago, but he had a charge pipe pop up in qualifying going a lot lower than he was hoping to. He has to be careful not to break out 200 miles an hour. We know he can go over that. We'll see how he does against the R8.
$198 for Miles.
Didn't quite get it done, but did put up a pretty impressive mile an hour.
Was a good race.
How close was that race?
I mean, I'm never a fan of Viper on Viper action, but we were within I think a half of a car length, maybe a little less than that.
I think that was the best race of first round eliminations.
It was definitely a good freaking race. Like it's my first roll racing event, so it was my first time actually in the left lane. I'd been following all day, and so like I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do my thing and don't, just cruise through there.
And I just found out that the Aero is more than you guys just going in the pits here and taping it up.
Right.
You actually put some R&D into this in the wind tunnel?
We've been to the A2 wind tunnel in Mooresville, North Carolina.
I've been there as well.
We've taken this car and that car. We have a couple little Aero tricks up our sleeve we're going to try to implement for tomorrow morning.
Nice.
And we'll see. I mean, all of the data we gathered on that active wing is mind-blowing when you actually break it down and see what the potentials are. So it's just cool to be working with, different camps that are all trying to push this platform further, right? Viper already has really good Aero, especially the ACR, but I mean, I picked up what you asked me right after my 185 pass, what are you hoping for with this new front end? And I was like, if we can get 5 mile an hour out of it, I'd call that a successful science project, and we're 8 miles an hour now.
Oh, that's true. You went up in the last round.
Yeah.
Holy crap. How much drag were you able to eliminate in the wind tunnel?
A lot. I don't know if I should tell you the number, but it would blow your mind.
Some cheat codes over here. Well, congrats on making it through first round. We'll see you in the morning.
Thank you.
Hopefully make it through second.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, that was last pair of Super Sport. Now we're moving into Unlimited, which is the second fastest class.
That's a breakout right there.
Exciting news, but it is news. The next 5 pairs aren't pairs. They are buys. The next 5 cars are going up nobody because they broke and they can't race.
So kind of boring, but they get free runs and they get to go to the next round.
All the buys.
All the buy. Everybody gets a buy. Half the class gets a buy.
You get a buy. You get a buy. You get a buy.
He gets a buy. Everybody gets a buy. Definitely breaks out of the class, but since it was a buy run, he still gets to move on. He just doesn't get lane choice tomorrow. 208's a monster number.
Dear Lord, lost. That did 206.
Well, that was going to be it for the day, but there was a race where they got a green light, but both the winner and the loser thought that wasn't a clean start. So they've agreed to come back around and do a rerun. So we have one more rerun, and that'll be it for the day. He broke out by 0.5 of a mile an hour. Oh no! That sucks. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for day one here at TX2K at Houston Raceway. That was wild. That was wild. Tomorrow we kick things off with round 2 of eliminations for all the road classes.
Elite 8 too.
Elite 8. Those are the fastest 8 cars. So check in with us tomorrow. We'll see you guys there.